If you look at the Salaf and the pious predecessors, you looked at their piety. Look at Fudayl ibn Iyaz. Fudayl ibn Iyaz was who? You could say he was the gangster of his time. He was the gangster of his time. Fudayl ibn Iyaz, he would rob even the Hajis. He spared nobody. The Hajis would not stop in the area where Fudayl ibn Iyaz and his boys were. One day, Fudayl ibn Iyaz sees a group of people going for Hajj, and he hears the people saying, "Let's move quickly, this is the place of Fudayl and his boys." And Fudayl ibn Iyaz hears this, and something hits his heart. And he comes to these people, and he says to them, he says, "Look, I will protect you from Fudayl ibn Iyaz." They don't know this is Fudayl ibn Iyaz. They said, "I will protect you." They said, Alhamdulillah. He said, "Come and stay with me tonight. Fudayl ibn Iyaz, I know him, he won't touch you." So they stay with him. And that night, somebody's reciting the Quran. أَلَمْ يَعْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Has it not the time come for those who believe in Allah, that their hearts submit for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Has not the time come that those who believe in Allah, that their hearts submit out of the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And Fudayl ibn Iyaz hears this, and he says, "My time has come." He says, "My time has come." And all of a sudden, that Fudayl ibn Iyaz became who? He was known as Abidul Haramain, the worship of the two harams. Why was he known as Abidul Haramain? He was known as Abidul Haramain because they say that there was no place in the two harams that the tears of Fudayl ibn Iyaz did not fall out of the fear of Allah. From being a gangster, from being a man who would not even spare the Hajis, he becomes a wali who has inspired millions. Is that your role model? Or is that the local celebrity? Or some rap artist your role model? Who is your role model? Because you're cheap. In all honesty, if you are substituting the Sahaba, the Awliya, the Prophet ﷺ for some celebrity, then you're cheap. Because people, true, the youth who know that they are going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they know they're going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then they resist the temptations around them. And that is the sign of a living human being. A person whose heart is living, he resists the temptation. My friend Sheikh Yawar, he gives an example. He says, dead fish go with the flow. Living fish swim against the current. Yet dead, you go with the flow. Whatever's around you, whatever society portrays to you, you go. Today the fashion is this, tight, you wear tights. Tomorrow the fashion is loose pants, you wear loose pants. The day after they were wearing the Palestinian scarf, you start wearing the Palestinian scarf. Brother, why are you wearing the Palestinian scarf? Bro, it's the cause. It wasn't the cause before the celebrities wore it. Now all of a sudden it's become the cause. They tell you to wear your trousers halfway down your backside. You wear your trousers halfway down your backside. Where's the haya? Let me tell you about another sheikh, another gangster. Imam al-Qa'nabi. Imam al-Qa'nabi is a narrator of Muwatta. He's one of the students of Imam Malik rahimahullah. He was once sitting, and Imam Sha'bi was coming with an entourage. And this was the local gangster. So he asked them, he said, "Who's this man? What's this following he's got?" He said, "This is Imam Sha'bi. He's a muhaddith of his time, a great scholar." He said, "Great scholar? Hadith scholar?" He said, "Okay." He went and he stood in front of the mount of Imam Sha'bi. And he said, "Narrate to me narrations." He said, "Read hadith for me." He said, "You're not a muhaddith, nor are you a student of deen. Why should I read to you?" So he took out his knife. He took out his knife and he put it by the throat of Imam Sha'bi. And he said, "Narrate for me. Either you narrate or this goes inside you." Imam Sha'bi says, "Haddathana Mansur and the Rabai and Ibn Masud قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا فاتك الحياة فاصنع ما شئت. He says that Mansur narrated from Raba'i, from Ibn Masud radiyallahu anhu, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, when your haya, when your shame dies, you will do whatever you wish. He said these words. The words permeated the heart of Imam Ka'nabi. He went home. He did tawbah. He went and he studied by Imam Malik for a very, very long time. From becoming a gangster, he becomes the Imam of his time. The ulama say that he was one of the most authentic narrators of the Muwatta.
Jazakallah, 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 Jazakallah.